Hello dear students, I once again welcome you to Sri Guru Independent PU College online classes. As you have seen, you have already learned a topic, a reported speech by my dear colleague Dr. Prabhakar Patil. Today I am going to teach another important aspect and an interesting aspect of English grammar, that is voices. Voice is what? Voice is a form of verb which shows whether a person or thing does something or something has been done to a person or an object. What does it mean? Look at this sentence. Madhu wrote a letter. When you see this sentence, we can begin a sentence either with subject or with an object. This fact is going to decide whether the sentence is in active voice or it is in passive voice. When you see this sentence, Madhu wrote a letter, basically we can divide a sentence two parts. One is called subject and another, this part of the sentence is called predicate. Predicate always contains a verb and an object. When you see this sentence, this is in active voice because Madhu is doing something here. She is the doer of the action. What she has done? She wrote a letter. And we can write this sentence in passive voice by changing vice versa. What happens? Subject goes into the place of object and object comes into the place of subject. A letter was written by Madhu. When you see this, what are the basic changes happened in this sentence from active into passive? So here was helping verb we have taken, this is auxiliary verb, and wrote has become written. Keep in your mind always, when you change a sentence from active into passive, the verb will become past participle, I mean V3. So when you see this sentence, a letter, we have taken object has come in the place of subject and Madhu has gone in the place of a letter object, and another preposition we have added here by. So this is passive voice because in active voice we give importance to the action of the doer. We give importance to the subject who is doer of the action, but here we give importance to the receiver, we say. So receiver is a letter or impact the letter. So we are not giving importance to the subject now. We are not giving importance to Madhu now. We are giving importance to letter. So Madhu wrote is important. What she wrote is not important. A letter was written is important. By whom it was written is not important. So this is the difference between active voice and passive voice. So we will discuss more examples now. To change a sentence from active into passive, we must understand few basic rules. So what are the rules here? So let me explain you. So first I will give you some examples of three types of sentences. One is assertive and interrogative and imperative sentence. Padma sings a song. When you see this sentence, same again, Padma is the doer of the action. So sings is verb, a song is an again object here. So we can write in this way, a song is sung by Padma. The same, what happened here? Sing has become sung because the rules says that when changing active into passive, the verb should become V3 or past participle. A song is sung by Padma. This is an assertive sentence. One more example for interrogative sentence. Do you spend all the money? Do you spend all the money? This is an interrogative sentence. How do you recognize? How do you come to know that this is an interrogative sentence? Because it has begun question form do do you spend all the money? At the end of the sentence we have question mark. When you change, this is in active voice. When changing interrogative sentence from active into passive, first you should recognize the sentence is in which tense. This is in simple present tense. How do you say this is in simple present tense? Because do form is there. Do question form we have used do. Do you spend all the money? So same what happens here? All the money comes before in the beginning of the sentence is all the money. Is all the money spent by you? So same. This is also interrogative sentence. What we have done here? So we have taken is because this is simple present tense. Or if it was did you, in case if it was did you spend all the money, we would have taken here was all the money spent by you. This is do, we have used here do, so that we have taken here is all the money spent by you. So one more example we see now, that is imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? Imperative sentence always orders, commands, suggests, requests. This is called imperative sentence. And imperative sentence always begins with a verb. For example, park the car. When you see this sentence, park, this is only verb, park the car. So when you see in this sentence, there is no subject. And in always imperative sentence, if the subject is not mentioned, it is understood that you. So there are two methods of changing imperative sentence from active into passive. This manner of the sentence. What is the manner of the sentence? You say park the car. So you are ordered to park the car. This is one method. You are ordered to park the car. This is one method, and very often this method is used. And one more method is there by using let form. Park the car, let the car be parked. What happened here? The verb park has become parked because rule says that verb will become V3, past participle. So we have used let the car be parked. So this is how we can change an imperative sentence into passive voice. Now we will understand. Now we are going to understand what are the basic rules of changing an active voice into passive voice. Tenses and passive form. We cannot change all the 12 tenses from active into passive. We can change only 8 tenses. So what are those we cannot change from active into passive? All the perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense we cannot change, past perfect continuous tense we cannot change, and future perfect continuous tense we cannot change. At the same time, we cannot change future continuous tense. Only 8 tenses we can change. Those we see with rules now. So tenses, simple present tense. In simple present tense, you see, simple present tense. Priya prepares coffee. This is in simple present tense. Priya prepares coffee. Again same. Priya is the doer of the action. Prepares is verb. Coffee is an object. When you see Priya prepares coffee, what changes happen here? Again, object comes into the place of subject and subject goes into the place of object. What happens here? You should take subject plus is or am or are plus pp. Pp means past participle of the verb plus by preposition and object. So what is object here? Coffee. Coffee comes into the place of now subject. Coffee is, we have taken is because coffee subject is singular. Coffee is, prepares V3 is prepared. Coffee is prepared by Priya. So this is how we change a simple present tense into passive voice. So what are the changes happened here? We have taken object has come in the place of subject. We have used is, am. Any one of these you should use according to the subject. According to the subject, if it is plural you should use are. If it is singular you should use is. If it is first person singular you can use am. Coffee is prepared by Priya. So one more example, present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. In present continuous tense you see, my sister is painting a picture. When you see this sentence, so this is present continuous tense because paint as added here, painting is. My sister is painting a picture. By seeing this, we confirm that this is in present continuous tense. While changing a present continuous tense from active into passive, the same method you should use. Subject plus is or am plus are plus one more word you should use here, being. Why we should use being? Because this is continue. If the sentence is in continue form, being you should use here. Subject plus is, am, are plus being, same plus PP of the verb. Past participle of the verb painting is painted. Again plus by preposition, by object here. Then what is subject here? A picture. A picture again is being, paints V3 is painted. By whom? By my sister. So this is how you should change an active into passive. This is present continuous tense. So third one is present perfect tense. Present perfect. It's present perfect tense. Tejasvi has found medicinal creeper. Medicinal creeper. So this is present perfect tense. How you are going to recognize this is in present perfect tense? Has helping verb is there. At the same time, find has become found. Tejasvi has found medicinal creeper. So here again same subject plus has or have plus been. You should use been in the perfect tense. It could be any perfect tense, not necessarily present. Even in past perfect tense also, in future perfect tense also, you should use been. Subject plus has or have plus been plus what is verb here? Found. Let it be found. Sorry, PP of the verb. Then by preposition, then object. So what is object here? Medicinal creeper. Medicinal creeper. So here medicinal creeper is again singular. We should take has. Medicinal creeper has been found by Tejasvi. So this is how you could change a simple present perfect tense into passive voice. What are the changes happened here? We have taken either we should take has or have. You should not forget to take been because this is perfect tense. If you want to write down, you can write down. Then we'll discuss further examples. Further we continue. fourth sentence is simple past tense. In simple past tense, what happens? Simple past tense. Gandhi preached non-violence. Gandhi preached non-violence. So this is simple past tense because preach has become preached. There is no helping verb used here. When you change this, same subject plus was or were plus past participle of the verb plus by plus object. So here Gandhi preached non-violence. Gandhi is the doer of the action, subject. Preached is verb. Non-violence is object. Non-violence. Non-violence. So here again it is singular. Was preached. V3 is also preached by Gandhi. So this is how we can change simple past into passive voice. And one more is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. Farmers were planting the trees. So look at this sentence. This is past continuous tense because we use an auxiliary verb where, and plant has become planting. Same here, subject plus was or were plus, if you remember just now I have discussed, we should use in continuous tense being plus plants V3 PP of the verb, then by and object. So here what is object? The trees. The trees where, we should take where because trees are plural here. In case the tree would have been here, you would have taken was. This is trees, plural is there, so therefore we should take where. The trees were being planted. The trees were being planted by farmers. So this is how we can change past continuous tense into passive voice. Next, past perfect tense. R.K. Narayan, past perfect tense. Past perfect tense. R.K. Narayan had written the guide. The guide is a well-known novel by R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan had written the guide. Same here, subject plus had. Only had we should take. In present perfect tense we can take has or have. Here we should take only had plus been plus PP, past participle of the verb, plus by plus object. So take the guide at the beginning. The guide had been written by R.K. Narayan. So same thing happened here. So in present perfect tense we took has and have. Here we are taking only had. So R.K. Narayan had written the guide. The guide had been written by R.K. Narayan. Now another two more sentence we have to discuss. One is future, simple future tense and future perfect tense. In simple future tense, you see what happens. In simple future tense, people people will speak English all over the world. All over the world. When you see this, people will speak English all over the world. Will we have used it because this is simple future tense. When changing this, same subject plus will or shall plus be plus pp, past participle of the verb, plus preposition by plus object. So look at here, people will speak English all over the world. What is object here? English. People will speak English all over the world. You should take English at the beginning. English will, so be, English will be speaks, speak V3 is spoken. English will be spoken by the people all over the world. All over the world. Or you can change in another way also. English will be spoken all over the world by the people. English will be spoken all over the world by the people also, right? And English will be spoken by the people all over the world is also right. This is future, simple future tense. We will discuss one more, that is future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. Children will have learned voices. Children will have learned voices. Will have learned. This is future perfect tense. Again, children is subject and voices is object here. Same subject plus will or shall plus children will have learned voices, been plus past participle of the verb plus by plus object. So here voices means active and passive voices. Voices will, here one more we should add here, have plus been. Voices will have been learned by children. Or in place of children you can use students. Students will have learned voices. Voices will have been learned by students. So here subject plus will or shall plus have plus being plus past participle of the verb and by preposition and by object. So all the 8 tenses we learn to change from active into passive. So in some cases what happens where we need not to use agent here. If the agent means object, if agent is well known or undefined, at that time we need not to use agent. For example, I will show you for example. If you see this sentence, the thief was arrested. The thief was arrested. When you see this sentence, the thief was arrested, it is obviously there is no need to know by whom, by police. There is no agent is already known, so therefore it is understood. There you need not to write agent. The thief was arrested. Or for example, the patient was cured yesterday. The patient was cured yesterday. When you see the patient was cured yesterday, obviously by doctor. So their agents are well known and are they are undefined or that is understood. At that time we need not to use agents. So now these are the rules of changing a sentence from active into passive voice. And there are some sentences. If the sentence, if the in PU syllabus they have given some paragraphs. So it will be for 3 marks. So some paragraphs will be given, and in the brackets they will give verbs. You have to change them from active into passive voice. I will write some examples here. The train was on fire. The train was on fire, full stop. Several people dash kill, full stop. The injured dash shift to hospital. The reason for the fire was unclear. A committee dash appoint to investigate the cause of the fire. When you see this sentence, they have given in bracket verbs. The train was on fire. The sentence itself shows that this is in simple past tense because was they have used here. Several people is again subject. It is plural. People is plural, so that kill V3 is killed. So several people were killed. We have taken were because this is past tense, and people is plural, so therefore we have taken were, and kills V3 is killed. The injured shift injured, again injured were many. Injured were, shifts V3 is shifted. Injured were shifted to hospital. The reason for the fire was unclear. A committee is again a subject here. It is singular. A committee was appointed. To investigate the cause of fire. So in the exam they will give like this paragraph. In the bracket they will give verb, and first we should notice and we should understand the paragraph is in which tense. According to that we should add here helping verbs or auxiliary verbs, which I have used here where, and was. Here also I used where because this is in simple past tense. So by understanding tenses we can add helping verbs. One more example we discuss now. Here, a function is saving water. Is very important. Rainwater being the purest form available available efforts dash bracket should and make to harvest it. The basic purpose of water harvesting is to conserve water. This dash can by storing water in the ground reservoir. The roof top harvesting process is quite simple and doesn't cost much. The rooftop is dash be clean a pipe dash be insert and linked to the rooftop, linked to the roof. You see, so here saving water is very important. Rainwater being the purest form available. Efforts, look at this sentence, look at the verbs here which are given in the bracket. Should make. So makes V3 is made. Should, I said you these are future conditionals. Model auxiliary verbs we say them, like will and would, shall and should, can and could, may and might. These are model auxiliary verbs, and before them, after them we should use be. Should be makes V3 is made. Should be made. Answer is efforts should be made to harvest it. The basic purpose of water harvesting is to conserve water, and this can be. So this can do. This can, again let it be can as it is, can be done. Do's V3 is done. This can be done by storing water in a ground reservoir. The rooftop harvesting process is quite simple and doesn't cost much. The rooftop B form. So B forms means, you see, I should tell you, there are basically auxiliary verbs are divided into three types. One is be forms, do forms and have forms. Be forms means is, am, are, was and were, and do forms means do, does and did, and another one have forms, that is has, have and had. So here B is there, so that we should take is clean. V3 is cleaned a pipe, again B form means now is, inserts V3 is inserted. So this is how we should we can change this whole paragraph into passive voice. By first we should recognize the tense of the paragraph, the tense of the sentence, and later according to subject we should change verbs from active into passive. So we can discuss some other examples in next class. We will discuss more examples. Dear students, if you really liked these classes, please subscribe it and keep watching Sri Guru Independent Online Classes. Thank you.